Hey everyone, this is Jamie from Handmade Kids Art. And as always, when we do these live videos, there's always something that's going wrong. This video is specific to preschool STEAM. So if you are interested in learning more about preschool STEAM or STEM ideas, then this is for you. And we actually have a Facebook group, a private Facebook group just for preschool STEAM ideas. And normally I post these videos inside the group. However, today Facebook isn't letting me post inside the group. So I have had to go ahead and go live on our Handmade Kids Art page instead. But once I am done with this video, I will put it into the group. I will also add the link so that you can join the group in the comments below once the video has finished. So now that we got that taken care of, let me go ahead and introduce myself. Hi, I'm Jamie Hand from Handmade Kids Art. I focus on creative activities for kids of all ages, but I also like to focus on preschool STEAM ideas. And STEAM actually represents science, technology, engineering, art, and math. You may be familiar with STEM. Well, STEAM is just the addition of art included, because I believe, like hopefully many of you, that art is an important part, or being creative is an important part of being a scientist or a mathematician. No matter what you go on to do in life, you need to be a creative problem solver. And that's why I like to do these different STEAM challenges. So about once a month, I put together a 5-day STEAM challenge specifically designed for our youngest learners around the preschool age, but they can easily be modified for older ages as well. And this month, we are talking about the Olympics. In just a couple weeks, actually, I think, is it next week? It's August 5th, kicks off the Summer Olympic Games in Rio in Brazil. And we are learning about different parts of the Olympics as we get ready to cheer on, and you can cheer on your own individual country as well. So today we are investigating the Olympic rings. Now, the Olympic rings is the symbol that the Olympics are known for. It also is a copyrighted image. So I won't be posting any image of the Olympic rings, but you can go ahead and Google it yourself to show your child what the Olympic rings look like if they're not familiar already. And so today's challenge is, how can we use absorption to mix the different colors of the Olympic rings? Now, before we dive into the actual science part of the activity, it is helpful to have a little background knowledge about the Olympic rings. The logo or the symbol was actually created by he is known as the father of the modern Olympics. So we know the Olympics was done a long time ago in ancient Greece, and then in the 1900s, a group reformed the Olympics and is now called the modern Olympics. Well, there was a man, and please pardon my French. I apologize to all French people because I am totally going to butcher, but his name is Baron Pierre de Coubertin, and I totally mispronounced that. I'm so sorry. But I have it in our challenge tutorial. I have it written out. So if you're like, what did she just say? Yeah, okay. And I apologize to him for totally messing up the name. Sorry. Okay, but moving on. So he is the father of the modern Olympics, and he created the Olympic rings as 5 rings that interlock. And these 5 rings represent the 5 different continents that the athletes were participating. So we have Africa, we have the Americas, which includes North and South. There also is Asia, Europe, and Australia. So all 5 continents are represented by each ring. And, oh, hey Heidi, thanks for joining me today. And we, so all 5 rings also represent the 5 colors of blue, yellow, black, green, and red. Now, the reason these 5 colors were chosen was because they are included in the countries that are participating. So I'm going to use the example of the United States. That's where I'm based. And so we have blue and red in our flag. So that is a part of the Olympic colors. So in all the countries that participate in the Olympics, we have the colors of either blue, yellow, green, red, or black that is in their flag. Okay, now that we've gotten all the background information out of the way, let me go ahead and demonstrate the actual science part of the activity. Now, bear with me for a minute. I'm going to have to move the camera, and I don't want to make anyone sick. So you may want to just close your eyes for a minute as I move the camera. And I'm just going to adjust it here, so hopefully it's not too crooked. Oh, it's looking a little crooked. Okay, bear with me just a minute. Okay, we'll go with that until I just bumped it. All right, here we go. So today's activity is a science activity using absorption to go ahead and mix the different colors from the Olympic rings. Now you can see I have the colors set up in the pattern of how the rings are for the Olympics. Now when you're setting up, I just simply use a shallow small bowl. I always like to have my preschooler work on their pouring skills. So I put the water into a measuring cup or a beaker you can use and let them do the pouring. And then you simply add just 2 drops, you don't need very much, of food coloring into your water. And of course, it's always cool to watch it swirl around. And then we simply used a paintbrush, the end, and stirred it up. So that's how we made our different colors. And I've gone ahead and I've already mixed up the blue, yellow, green, and red. Now for black, we didn't actually have black food coloring. So what we did is we used blue, yellow, and red and combined it all together. Now it does look black in the bowl, but it technically is a little more brown. But it worked for what we were doing today. Now, what we're using to mix the colors is simply a paper towel. I have cut just a regular paper towel, your kitchen paper towel, into 4 strips. You simply place one strip in one color and the other end into the second color. And you can see already that it doesn't take long for the color to start absorbing and moving through the paper towel. So we put a paper towel in each color that represents the Olympic rings and where they overlap. Oh, my phone is telling me. Okay, there we go. So where the rings interlock is where we connected the colors, and you can certainly experiment and try different colors around as well. So we went ahead and we let the paper towels soak up and absorb all the colors. And I'm going to show you, because we actually did this, we tested it out yesterday. And so here are our dried colors that you can then see in the middle is where the 2 colors mix together. So it becomes a great color mixing and absorption science connection. Okay, so a little tip, while you're waiting for your paper towels, another activity we did is we went around and we found just different loose parts around the house. We have different alphabet letters and different blocks in all of the Olympic colors. So we had yellow and blue, green and red. And then we also had black, although we didn't have a black cup. And using the loose parts, my children recreated their version of the Olympic rings. So placing out, I can't move all the water out of the camera away, but basically moving the loose parts into the shape of the Olympic rings. So that's a great quick activity you can do while you're waiting for the science part of the Olympic rings. And once you have your paper towel, like this one is almost all the way done, one trick I like to use, if you followed our videos before, you know I love to use a cookie sheet. I simply take out the paper towel, lay it on the cookie sheet, and let it dry just straight on the cookie sheet. And you can see in note, it really didn't take long that the yellow and the blue started to mix together and we got the green. So really this lesson can be extended in many different ways. Another way to use up the color once you're done with the absorption is use an eyedropper and then actually create a work of art using the eyedropper on the paper towel. So you can create more absorption painting, or you can paint on regular paper. You can try that. Some alternatives are to try other things other than paper towels. What else could soak up and mix the colors? There's a lot of variations that you can do. Okay, moving the camera back. All right, so that is our first STEAM challenge inspired by the Olympics. I will be coming live each day this week with more STEAM activities for you. Now, once again, I will put the link below so you can join our preschool STEAM Facebook group for more information. Once again, my name is Jamie, and thanks for tuning in.